Hello, welcome to the New Teacher Advisor YouTube. I'm really excited to share some of the great programs I have available for you on my website for teachers and mentors who are interested in staying in their career and actually making a difference in their students' lives. So I have three major programs that are involved with mentoring. So one is a monthly basis where we can talk weekly about some of the things that you are struggling with at school, anything that you would like to implement and ask questions about, and also be able to get useful feedback based on your teaching practice if you're in the classroom. Now, I have more than 7 years of experience teaching in the classroom, and I would love to share that information with you. I love talking to other teachers and mentoring other teachers, so it's really a passion for me to set up this program and to be working with you. My other option is you can do it by a weekly basis. Basically what you can do is we'll set up a phone call and we'll talk about how is it going in your career, what would you like to see out of your career. And then I will go into my resources and provide you with effective strategies on how to reach those goals. One thing I always like to do when I start off with a mentoring or a mentee is I usually like to have an exploratory call. And the exploratory call is free, and it's one call where I get to know you a little bit. Being a mentor is a really great job, but if you do not know who your mentees are, you can't mentor them. So one thing I like to do is have a conversation with my mentees before they sign up for the monthly or the weekly sessions. And then during those sessions, you will have a mentoring workbook. So the mentoring workbook is a great workbook where you can actually get access to valuable information and keep track of what's going on in your mentoring program. Now, there are a number of different pages in here. I also have this separately in my store. Just go to www.thenewteacheradvisor/store and you can actually purchase this for $15. I'm actually adding more pages to this soon so that you can be able to see it. So mainly the first part of doing this is the mentee induction form. And this form basically allows me to get to know my mentees on a personal basis. So you're answering questions like how many years of teaching you have, what grade level you're on, what do you enjoy most about teaching, and describe a typical lesson. I want to know what your personality is so that when we go into our sessions, I have an idea of how to actually mentor you. And then the next part is, why do you want to teach? This is an important question because it really informs who we are as teachers and lets me know who you are as an educator. So this is an open response. Usually you'll answer this before our very first real session if you decide to sign up for the monthly or the weekly sessions. This sheet is going to be very important because we will talk about why you're in the profession and why you decided to seek a mentor. Mentoring is something that I believe in the education profession we really take for granted, and it's something that we really need to focus on and value because this is what keeps our teachers in our schools and really helps them grow. The next thing is that I will ask you to fill out another reflection sheet. What do you want to achieve? So this sheet actually goes over, what are your goals? What do you want to do career-wise? What do you see yourself in 10 years? What is your goal right now? Where do you want to see your students in the future? These are all the questions I'm going to ask you during our second session so that I can understand more about who you are as a teacher and an educator. Then there's a self-care worksheet. The self-care worksheet I added to the mentoring workbook mainly because I believe that taking care of yourself is the key to being a you cannot take care of yourself, then you can't prioritize your students and your school. So I want to know how to help you best so that you can be able to help yourself and your fellow students and your teachers. The next thing is I also like to fill out, if you're doing the weekly sessions, I have a pre-mentoring sheet where we go into some details before the meeting so that you can actually show me what you want to discuss during those meetings. And I really stick to this sheet so that you're able to cover things that are important to you. Now on this sheet, I asked some teachers to actually take videos of them teaching in their classroom because I want to see how you're interacting with your students, and this will inform me on how we can actually get you into feeling more comfortable in the classroom and also connecting with your students. I also sometimes will ask for lesson plans and feedback and observations just to get an idea of how you think when you do your lesson plannings, and then other people's impressions of your teaching style. So I won't ask this of all teachers, but I will ask them some of them if they are struggling with classroom management, individualization, and other things along those lines. So any teacher also who needs help with setting up video equipment, I can also help them set that up as well. So then I have the mentoring sheets that my mentees will fill out during the session, after the session. So these are quick notes that you can jot down about some tips and resources that I provide you during our conversation. So this is the sheets that you fill out. Depending on how many sessions you would like to sign up for, I have many sheets. I can actually add more sheets to this if needed, because sometimes my mentees actually like to really have more than like 3 or 4 sessions. And then at the end of our session, you will have a final reflection. And this final reflection will talk about what you took away from this mentoring experience. But keep in mind, I am not shutting you down. Feel free to contact me at any time. I really want to be a lifetime mentor to my mentees because teaching is tough and you need someone there to support you in every step of the process. So I want to make sure that you are supported and that you get what you need. But in terms of the end of the sessions, I want to know how well we connected and the resources that I've given you and how you're going to implement them into your classroom. So that's very important for both of us to understand. So moving forward, we have a basis to build on, and you have the information you need to be successful. And then I have a teacher toolkit. So the teacher toolkit is one of the most important sheets out of this entire workbook, mainly because this is something that you will refer to throughout your career. So it contains books, websites, courses, and also other mentors who you can refer to within your own school or outside of your school for more help. Now, the more mentors you have, the better you're going to be. Some mentors are specialists in some areas, and some mentors are better at explaining and communicating things than others. So I want to keep a list of your mentors that you really connect with on this sheet and their contact information. I love to read educational books. It's something that I really love because it actually informs me and helps me better reach out to my mentees, and then also it makes me a better teacher as well. So I want to make sure that my mentees are reading and they're expanding their toolkit. Then we also have websites and courses. I also offer courses on my website for teachers who want some quick feedback or some quick advice about how to handle different situations. I also have information on my blog at www.thenewteacheradvisor.com that you can also reference. So this is a very useful tool, and this is a critical part of many teacher mentoring programs is to have some way of keeping track of the information. And this is something that when you're lesson planning or when you need a moment to go over and reflect, your workbook will be there for you so that you can access this very important information. And this is something that I wish I had starting out as a teacher. I believe every teacher needs a mentor and every teacher needs support. So I am here to help you and support you throughout your career. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below in this video, or you can email me. I'll leave the information in the description box. And please check out my website, www.newteacheradvisor.com, for more information about how to set up mentor programs, how I can mentor you and help you throughout your teaching career, and then also a number of different fantastic resources for teachers and mentors. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you. Goodbye.